Yeah, QSL, you're doing a great job with the XB, no problem. Easy copy from you. Beautiful copy, your sound's really okay.
Well, okay, beautiful copy, your sound's really okay.
Beautiful copy.
Ocean Sugar 8 Alpha. Greetings from Belgium. Bye-bye. Yeah, thank you for the call. Bye-bye. Ocean Sugar 8 Alpha, CQ. Who is the Whiskey Sugar Radio? QSL, the 5 Baker 4, I hear.
How's it going, you guys? K1GMM Steve in Vermont. We're just gonna knock around on 20. See what's going on. QSB band is horrible to Europe. I'm gonna listen around for a minute and then how you doing, Peter? Hope all is well with you. And probably gonna just, I don't know, make a sweep through. I've been listening to a few stations, Belgium. I just worked Finland, OH1AF, about a half hour ago. But the QSB they're going from like a 5.7 into the noise floor in a matter of just a couple seconds. So I don't know what's going to happen. Stateside has been very strong this morning. So Martin, what's going on, dude? Hope everything's going well on your end of town. You picking up your shack? Yeah, there's one thing I wanted to, this is for, someone asked me about a schematic for the relay. I've been using these relays. This is what the relay looks like. And I've been using these relays to switch the arrays. I have 3 of them running on the 3 different arrays right now. And they're working really good. They're about 16 bucks, as you guys have seen from a previous stream. Good morning, Zach. How you doing? Chuck, what's up, dog? Chris. I used to live across the lake in New York. Oh, no way, dude. What are you talking about? Lake Champlain? Grey Ghost? Good morning, by the way. KC3MLI. Good morning. How are you? And there he is. Yeah, Chuck, it's band is just screwed up. It's really screwed up. So these are so insanely simple. Whoever was asking me for a schematic, I'm just going to go through it. This is easy to figure out. I figured I'd save myself the hassle, so I just put it on here. It might have been you, Brennan. I'm not sure. John, how's it going, man? Okay, so basically in a nutshell, I'll run down this, give you a brief description of a relay. There's all different kinds of relays. I went the dirty, down and dirty, simple route. This thing is so simple, it's ridiculous. It looks enormous, and it is enormous. It takes a frightening amount of amperage, like 80 amps. So you ain't gonna burn it out. Not a chance in hell. You'll cook like an alpha delta coax switch long before you ever cook this thing. You can see the contact wire. Look at that. That is like 2.5 or 3 times the diameter of an LMR 400 center pin. It is beefy. Okay, so what you got, all right, if you're to look at this, what you've got is, these are the contacts this is where you bring the coax in. See these wires? This is where you bring the coax in from your transmitter, all right, or your amplifier, or whatever. This is the feed line. This is what feeds the relay. So you bring your coax in right here. There's screw terminals right there. And what that does is it comes up to a set of posts. These right here. This whole thing is floating and the relay actuates inside. So what it does is it flips up and down like this. So this is your primary feed. This is what feeds your antennas. All right. Now if you go to this side, see these posts that come up? This relay is normally closed when it's not powered. It has no power to it. It's normally closed on these contacts right here. So whichever way you want your antenna system to be pointed, you can also use this. I'm going to use this as a coax switch, actually, to switch between the 6-meter beam and the 20-meter array out there and use one feed line. Ha-ha! Yeah. So this is going to be mounted on the tower support out back when I rebuild that, and I'm putting up the 3-element quad for 6 meters. So I need to be able to switch between the two, and it'll save me from having to run, make multiple runs of coax all the way to the shack. So, so whichever direction you want your antenna pointed, let's just talk about like array antennas. This is what I use them for. So they switch back and forth, right? So this is normally closed on these contacts. So whichever direction you work most, I would bring your coax, your hot and your shield into this position right here, these set of contacts. This is normally closed. So it's going to close the circuit with your feed line from your transmitter to your antenna. That's normally closed. Now when you hit it with power, and I'm talking like 12 to 14 volt DC, those are brought into this contact, these contacts right here, and it's not polarity sensitive. It doesn't care whether you put the hot here, the cold here, or you reverse them. As long as you hit it with power, it's going to actuate. So now when you want to flip it, you hit it with power with a switch. Boom, the relay will go to that position, and that'll switch. And it's instantaneous. You can actually, you can hear it click. You can hear it. You could actually be transmitting and flip the switch, and it's intermittent in a matter of like, I don't even know if it's a millisecond. I mean, it's literally snap of your finger. That's how quick it goes back and forth. So the other element, what you want to do is the element you want to switch to, it's on the normally open side, so you want to bring that into these contacts right here. And the link is on my other, I think it's on the 20-meter array thing. So if you want to, you can get these off of Amazon for 16 bucks. So you bring those in here, flip the switch, bang, the relay goes to the other element, and you switch directions. So that's how it basically works. So you could run one feed line technically, and it's 100% port-to-port isolation, which is nice because a standard coax switch shares the shield with all of the antennas. The only thing that switches in a standard coax switch is a center pin. So if you're looking for real port-to-port isolation, this is a great option. We'll see how long they last. Again, they're cheap, 16 bucks off of Amazon, and but they're well built. I mean, this thing, if you were to throw it at someone, you'd take their head clean off. This is heavy. So work really good. The only thing I'm concerned about is obviously you need to put it in a box. It's not weatherproof. Seal up your coax with some liquid electrical tape or whatever, and put it in a small box. Make sure if it's a closed box and a tight box, you put a weep hole in the bottom because it will condense inside, and that may ruin the switch. I don't know. The only thing I'm concerned about is the contacts. So if you look right here, where it goes and makes contact, you may have to get in there with some fine emery paper and some deoxit every once in a while and just make sure they stay clean. But that's it. That gives you a picture feed line from the transmitter, antennas to these two and these two, and your power leads. Power lead right here, power right there. You're good to go. That's all there is to it. I mean, it's not it's not hard. It's not complicated. So there you go. Anyways, back in Platts. Oh, you're up north, Gray. Gray goes Plattsburgh. Did a lot of fishing. Used to fish Champlain a lot off of right across from Plattsburgh there, off the end of tip of Providence Island. Used to kill a lake trout there. During LCI Derby, we used to launch out of Mallett's Bay and head out, and the worst, we almost wrecked the boat. The boat was brand new. I had a brand new center console, and we were out there, and we snagged a downrigger ball on the face of Providence Island. I figure you know right where I'm talking about. And the south, you know, the south face, the rock cliff there. Snagged a downrigger ball. This was back in '97. And it was blowing 30 to 35 out of the south on that lake. Waves were 6 to 9 feet rolling in there. We were just stupid being out there. I had 4 guys in the boat with me and three other guys. And we snagged a ball, couldn't break it loose, and the waves and the wind were pushing us right into the face of that. We thought we were going to have to ditch. And it was brand new. The boat was only like 2 weeks old. And I can't remember who it was scrambling around, said we got to cut the cable, so we ended up cutting the cable off, and we got the heck out of there. And that scared us pretty much good enough to call it quits for the day. That was during the Derby. That was June 1997, I believe. Absolutely dumb. I'll never forget it, but had good times up there. Cliff, I'm going to make a pass, see what's going on in Europe. Just to answer your question, Peter, okay, because that relay runs on milliamps, does not take anything to drive that thing. You just got to hit it with a voltage, and it just requires milliamps to just stay closed in the tripped position. You can run it. I run mine right off the power supply the radio's on. So you take a feed from the power supply to a switch. I'll switch cameras quick here. And I don't know if you can see this, but I have a set of switches right here on the desk for the arrays. So you bring power to the switch, and then you just run a feed out to the relay. Flip the switch. It could be just a standard on-off switch. That's it. That's all you need is an on-off switch, and bang, away you go. Yeah, you use anything you want, Chuck. I don't really care. Like I said, they're 16 bucks. I think what's happening is the skip is going right over the top. Fine emery paper, like 440 or more. It's almost like paper. So use whatever you want. I don't care. Let's see. All right, I'm going to let you guys carry on. I'm going to kind of surf around in here and see what's going on. I'm not going to really be paying attention. Hopefully that answers your question. Bill, just to let you know, I'm probably going to pull a plug on that. 24 hours, I put the notice out there, and only one person has contacted me. So, it's kind of funny because I get inundated with correspondence with doing this crap, and I finally figured out a way to stop the correspondence because all I hear are crickets. You know, on a hot summer day, you hear in the background. That's all I hear right now. It's dead silent. My email, social media, everything went dead quiet. So that's one way to get you guys to shut up. Now if you get me to shut up, hey, we're golden. Speaking of shutting up, I'm off and running. Peter, bias T. Be careful with bias T if you're running a loop antenna. I was doing some reading about that. You can actually cook the dingle dongle. Carl, do it. Yeah, I figured you'd like that, Zach. Yeah, I've gotten one from Tom. Big Tom. Big Tom sent me some stuff, but I gotta have him. I gotta have you guys, if you're gonna send me pictures, see, it's so hard to put everything, because you know what they say about assumptions, right? They're the mother of all cock-ups. So I'm assuming that everybody would send me pictures with their rigs on. So don't send me pictures with nothing but black boxes sitting there. You can send me up to 10 pictures, like I said. Have your rigs lit up. I don't care what the shack looks like. Nobody's going to care. I don't care. This is not the point. And this is not about shack envy or antenna envy. This is not bragging. This is giving back to the hobby, showing people what you do, what you have, why you run it. I don't want any pissing matches as to why they hate a particular type of transceiver. If I see that, it's out the door. So leave your egos at home. This is about giving back to the hobby. If you're going to send me pictures, have everything lit up. Send me close-ups of the radios, definitely. Close-up of the face of the radio, because you got to understand, people who have never seen this stuff before, they don't even know what they're looking at. You know what I mean? They'll look at a radio, a bunch of black boxes sitting on a desk, and they'll go, well, what the heck is that? So detail, detail, detail. And if you want to just send a picture of the equipment and not the shack, by all means do it. Take some pictures of the antennas, like Tom included some pictures of the outdoors, his antennas. Anything goes. So there you go. Definitely anything to do with SDR Play, everything that you are into your shack, let me have it. More the merrier. That's the whole point of this thing. It's not exclusive to anything. If you want to just send a picture of your antennas, anything relevant to the hobby, even if you're into VHF, right? So let's say, like, there's some stations around me. There's one up in Barrie that has what I would call a VHF superstation. You ought to see that freaking thing. It rivals any HF superstation you've ever seen. It is massive, and it's like 6 meters and up. That's all the guy does. And he talks every day, conditions or not, like 400 freaking miles or something like that, all the way down to like Jersey, Pennsylvania, and places like that, whether there's any tropo or not. I mean, he makes his own conditions, basically. So if you're into that, go for it, man. Doesn't have to be HF. So Stan, how's it going? Yeah, so bring it on. Let me have it. So anyways, let me get the stupid rig on and shut my pie hole and see who's in here knocking around. And if you guys want to try, anybody wants to try and work me, I have a feeling this isn't going to go well to Europe. So I'll probably kind of surf around in here, and then I'm going to flip over stateside. So stateside has been strong, really strong. Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing, Chuck. So you guys want to try and see if I can hear you, go for it. And I'll let you know. I'm not going to be in here that long. I'm going to make a quick pass, and I'll probably flip to stateside. Yeah, same with you, Stan, huh? Stan, where are you at again? Just to let me know. Pop it into the chat there. Let me know where you are, QTH wise. I know, Chuck, you're in California. You're somewhere around San Francisco, right? Somewhere up in there, I thought? Or am I completely mistaken? Well, you know what I'm going to do? Oh, you're Northern Scotland. Okay. Okay. Wow, so see, Scotland's weird in here, man. Sometimes I hear them. I don't hear many stations from Scotland, so I always enjoy. It's not a haul from here. That's not like significant as far as DX goes, but you just don't. I don't know if it's the path. It's kind of out of the kill box here at my QTH. I just don't hear a lot of Scottish stations for some reason, so I always jump at the chance to work them.
Well, okay, thank you very much for the call, Will, and my pleasure to work you here on the 20-meter band again.
Okay.
Whiskey Victor 4 X-ray, Ocean
Sierra
Sierra 8 Alpha. Greetings from Belgium, Will 73. Thank you. Whiskey. Yeah, okay, Dale, no problem. To copy, beautiful copy as well from your side. You're 5 and 8,
nice signal.
And the name is DDA, Delta India,
I've worked
Delta
him.
India Echo Radio. My location is northeast part of Belgium. Whiskey 8 India Sugar X-ray, Ocean Sierra 8 Alpha.
I wish I could get. Anybody know how to get the text bigger? I'm blind.
Yeah, QSL. Thank you very much on that.
40M.
And good luck, 73 from Belgium. Bye-bye. This is Ocean Sierra 8 Alpha, Oscar Sierra 8 Alpha, CQ.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Good afternoon from Belgium. Very good copy from you. No problem at all to copy. I copy you 5 and 9:59, and good to hear you again on the band, Steve. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Ocean Sierra 8 Alpha. Go ahead.
Hey, good to hear you, DDA. Nice to pick up my call here. And yeah, nice signal. One of the strongest on the band. I was looking at the pan adapter there, and I figured I'd just park it. So, yeah, you're 5.9 with in QSB. It's just the nature of the band, I think. But really good copy. Thanks. I hope all is well. And I'm not going to hold it because I know did hear a bunch of stations calling you. So work them when you can, right? Catch you later. 7-3. Hope to catch you in the WPX coming. I'm sure you'll be working that. Well, I'll be in and out of there off and on. But great to hear you, my friend. OS 8 Oscar Sierra 8 Alpha Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Over.
Yeah, QSL, no problem indeed. Well, I guess I will be participating in the 80-meter band. If I got some more time, I would be on all the bands, but I have to do with daytime some things, and it's better than only work 80-meter bands to have some fun, of course, and to be possible to be there. Well, okay, see you later on the lot. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Ocean Sierra 8 Alpha. Greetings from Euro Belgium, and see you later down the lot.
Yeah, see you really quick, DDA. Do you work DX on 80 at all? Over.
Yes. Why? What you mean? Do you work DX?
Well, I was just curious. A lot of guys don't work DX here stateside on 80 meters, but I have a new antenna system up, and I do. I'll listen out for you if you're in like the DX window at all on 80. I'll see if I can track you down there. Over.
Yeah, no problem to work DX. I got a 4-square, full-size 4-square for 80 meter, so it's very easy to work DX stations. QSL.
Oh, you're living the dream, buddy. All right. Well, that's pretty much any time the band's open for me, so that sounds fantastic. 7-3, we'll catch you later. Thanks again. OS 8A, K1GMM, out of here.
Yeah, no problem, but I'm sure I will catch you. If you give me a call on 80 meter, I guess I'm very sure to pick you up, no problem. Okay, see you later maybe. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, OS8A, 73, bye-bye.
7-3.
Thank you. This is Ocean Sugar 8 Alpha, CQ.
I'm running kilowatt into a tri-bender stack, and we have also still some snow on ground, so winter is not far away from my Nordic country. Anyway, thanks for nice contact. I wish you all the best. 73. Good luck to you and your family, Mirek. Victor Echo 3 X-ray India November. Yankee Lima 2 Sugar Mike. Bye bye.
Oh, that's a new one. I don't have him.
Bye bye. Yankee Lima 2 Sugar Mike, Yankee Lima 2 Sierra Mexico, beaming to North America and listening for some DX.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, thanks for coming back. Good morning, good afternoon. You are 5x7, 5x7. My name is Tour, Tango Uniform Radio. Tour is the name, and back to you, over.
Okay, Tour, thanks for picking me up here. Yankee Lima 2 Sierra Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, and the name is Steve, Sierra Tango Echo Victor Echo, and the QTH is State of Vermont. You are a solid 5'9". Beautiful copy there, over.
Fine business still. Thanks for nice report from Vermont. Some QSB, sometimes your signal is very close to 5'9", sometimes 55, so middle report is 5'7" for you, and very good audio quality. Thanks for contact, Steve. I wish you all the best. 73 K1 Golf Mike Mike, Yankee Lima 2 Sugar Mike.
Yeah, thank you, Tour. 7-3, have a great weekend coming up. Hope to catch you in the WPX if you're around. K1GMM.
Okay, I will try some QSOs during WPX, so let's see if we can contact during contest. All the best, 73, bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Sure said, Yankee Lima 2 Sugar Mike.
Whiskey Delta 8 Charlie from Oscar November 5 Delta November 73, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Sorry about that, guys.
CQ, hello CQ, calling CQ from Oscar November 5 Delta November. Oscar November 5 Delta November, calling and standing by.
I have no signal on that person. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike,
QSL, Oscar November 5, Delta November, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. You are 3-1 in QSB, Sharp QSB. Name is Steve in Vermont, Victor Tango. ON5 DN, Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Go ahead.
Mike, okay, good morning, Peter, from the state of Vermont. I copy you 5-5 to 5-8. It's up and down about the QSB. My name is Diane, Delta India Alpha November Echo, and my location North Belgium, over.
Okay, Diane, thank you very much for picking up the call. It's just the band. The band is very, very squirrely right now. Sharp QSB, but you're making it into Northeast United States. Please correct the name. It's Sierra Tango Echo Victor Echo Steve. Steve is the handle. Thank you, Diane. 7-3. Have a great weekend coming up there. ON5DN K1GMM. Over.
Okay, Steve. I copy. Sorry for the wrong name, but I copy now, Steve. So thank you also for coming back to my call. I wish you a nice day and a good DX, and all the best to you and the family. Kilowatt 1, call of Mike, Oscar November 5, Delta November 73. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Diane. 7-3.
CQ, hello CQ, calling CQ from Oscar November 5, Delta November. Oscar November 5, Delta November, calling and standing.
One sec. One more sec.
There was a huge pileup in here about an hour ago. I don't know who it was. I couldn't hear him. This is it. I can't for the life of me figure out who they're trying to get.
Kilo 0 Alpha Romeo Yankee.
See, it's skipping. 0 is out in, like, Ohio area. It's skipping right over the top of me.
Kilo 0 Alpha Romeo Yankee.
They're hearing someone I'm not. I have no idea who it is. He might be Middle East or something. Oh, it's an Echo Alpha 9 Kilo Bravo? Really? Yep, I just heard him.
Alpha Romeo Yankee.
Yep, I just heard him. Wow. That's mental. There you go. Now I hear him.
From Oscar November 5
Look at
Delta
that.
November. Oscar November 5 Delta
Look at
November
the
calling
QSB.
CQ. Hello CQ.
She was in the noise floor.
From Oscar November 5 Delta
And she's a solid
November
5
calling
now.
and standing by.
This band is nuts, man.
Juliet November.
Hey, Martin, check on 214. Who's on 214?
Florida 4 Hotel.
Look at, they're calling right over the top. That's disgusting.
Golf 4 Hotel Juliet Echo.
Florida 4 Hotel United November.
Juliet Echo.
Florida 4 Hotel United November.
Golf 4 Hotel
I should have the
Juliet
cluster
Echo.
up, see what's...
Florida 4 Hotel United November.
Oh, Delta 4 Zulu? What is that, Germany?
Florida 4 Hotel United.
Golf 4 Hotel Juliet Echo. Golf 4 Hotel Juliet Echo.
Florida 4 Hotel United November.
My goodness. That is a mess in
Florida
there.
4 Hotel.
I figured it was some rare DX entity or something. My God. Echo Alphas in Germany, you can work any day of the week, for crying out loud. Cape Verde Islands? Yeah. Alright, I'm going to check this frequency and tune up here. I'll throw out a few calls and see if any... I don't know. I may be busted because the band is... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put you to work there, Martin. Can you check 2265 and tell me if it's... occupied, if you're hearing things on your side, because I don't hear anything on this side. I'm not seeing anything on the waterfall here. Clear to you? Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? K1GMM. CQ20, CQ20, CQ, Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike, calling CQ, Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike, calling him by. CQ, looking at Europe, Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike, calling him by. 2 Echo 0 Echo Romeo Yankee. How you doing, man? I'll give you a report on the next go. Making another trip across the pond. See, you got to get me in here to drag you out of the cupboard there, or the closet. Nah, closet's the wrong term, isn't it? How you doing, Martin? K1GMM, over. Yeah, the QSB took you out, dude. Wiped you right out. You came in, I got your call sign, got nothing else. Hit me again, over. Oofa. QSB just slaughtered him. All right, Martin. Down in the mud there. I suspect you're in there, but I lost you completely. 7-3, bud. We'll catch you soon. Thanks for the call. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike looking at Europe. CQ 20 Kilo 1 Golf Mike calling him by. Band is brutal. It's CQ 20 meters. CQ 20 Kilo 1 Golf Mike Kilo 1 Golf Mike Vermont calling him by. Oh God, Martin, you didn't. That's an awful practical joke when you don't want to be spotted, dude. Sometimes I've had that happen before, and it's a nightmare. If you're not prepared, it's fun when you're prepared for it. Thanks, dude. CQ 20 meters. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Kilo 1 Golf Mike CQ.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Golf 4 Uniform Delta Uniform calling.
Golf 4 Uniform Delta Uniform. Hey, good afternoon. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Steve, Vermont, you're 5'6", 56, and a very quiet band. If I wasn't looking, I'd think you were 5'9 plus. Over.
Yeah, fine, Steve. K1GMM G4UDU. Name is Phil. Papa Hotel, Italy, London. Yeah, band's quite busy this end. Obviously, it's a bit later in the day, and there's a lot of stations about. A lot of obviously close European things. Few stations from the US, but it's been bands have been quite different after the weekend's disturbance, and good to see some reasonable distance stations on again. Anyway, so down in the southeast of England, not far from the coast, and running here a Flex 6400 and a couple hundred watts or so into a 3-element tri-bander. So back to you there, Steve. K1GMM G4UDU.
G4UDU, K1GMM. Yeah, sounds great, Phil. And did I say my name was Steve? I can't remember if I gave you my name. All good on your working conditions. We're running about 500 out right now through a 2-element phased delta loop array. That's what's going on here. Kind of a new antenna I've been playing with. Are you anywhere near New Haven? I think it's called New Haven. I think that's the southeast corner. I have a good friend of mine, a couple good friends in Cornwall, which is the southwest corner, Paul Perro area. But southeast corner, that's kind of around the New Haven area, correct?
Yeah, Roger, about half an hour's drive away from New Haven, just along the coast from us. We're just to the west of that, really. So we're about 15-20 miles west and about 3 miles inland from the coast, from New Haven. And interested on that phased delta loop. So how are you phasing it? Go ahead.
It's, well, a little history. My hex beam was destroyed in a storm about a little bit more than a month ago now. So it was either play the insanity game and put the same thing up expecting a different result, or put something new up. So I was playing with this. It's basically phased for maximum gain. Front to back isn't very impressive. Depending on the angle and direction, it's roughly 6 to probably 12, maybe pushing 15 dB, but not that good. But the gain is far in excess from my testing, far in excess of what the front to back is, which is what I was going for. I believe it or not, I'm not using anything fantastic. Loops are 70 feet of wire, and they're equilateral triangles, fed from the bottom, apex down, horizontally polarized, spaced 10 feet apart. Roughly the 84-degree lines are, good Lord, I have to go back in my stream and look. I'm going to mix them up. I believe I could have these backwards, like somewhere around 11 feet. And the 71-degree line is like 9 point something feet. Yes, I know that's the case because I have them spaced 10 feet apart and I had a little slack in the line. So yeah, that's what's going on with those. Over.
Right, okay. You know, I've always been interested in phased antennas of all different sorts, actually, over the time. And okay, I've got the three-element tri-banders up at about 40-45 feet here at the moment. But I have got
Glenn.
phased verticals on.
How's the trip going?
I use a pair of the button-ups, which I phase on 40 and 30 meters.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
There's all sorts of different ways of phasing them. It's just that for the sake of space, and I don't have enough space, putting the two in down the bottom of the garden and having them phased.
Hey, Brennan.
Does give me some. It's quite good front to back actually, but. I've tried all sorts of different ways over the time. I've had phased coax lines. I've had phasing boxes I've built, which have had forced phase angles put on them. And
good luck, Glenn.
I've got a really old thing sitting here at the moment, which I've got being used, which was picked up at the Dayton flea market a few years back, and it was made in the 70s. And if you can get them things set up right and the phasing lines right, they actually work quite well. And it's actually called an Omega T Model 2000. They were made by Electrospace Systems in Texas back in the 70s. And I happened to be wandering around the Dayton flea market one year, and I thought, oh, I know what that is. Pulled it out the box from underneath the table and decided to bring it back home and put it into use. So I've got one of those. Quite a strange device, but that works as well. So all of these gadgets to make things that work with different antennas. Main thing I need is some acreage, but we don't get that over here. Right, anyway, back to you there. And see how the signal's holding up. From G4UDU.
Yeah, G4UDU, K1GMM. And that's cool. That's cool, dude. And those phase verticals. I wish I lived in a place where I could run something like that, because you're darn tootin', man. I would run. Those butternuts are nice antennas. I have a friend that was had it given to him free. And I said, "Do you have any idea how much those things cost?" But I can't believe you said that about 30, because I'm fussing. I got to get something up for 30, so I'm trying to figure out what to do with that. I just finished, this was last week sometime, end of last week, I finished a phased dipole array on 80 meters. And my God, dude, that thing, and that is very unconventional. The lengths are very unconventional for the phasing harness, but that gives me about, good heavens, 20 to 30 dB front to back, and I pretty much I don't even need to run the amplifier, man. First time I lit it up, I was working into Europe, no problem, barefoot on 100 watts, and I was like, and I've had a few different antennas up for 80, and that by far kind of got the idea from, I listened to this guy down, he's southwest of me, I think he's out in New York State, and I'm in Vermont, by the way, and he runs phased dipoles on 80 meters, and man, he throws out a cracking signal. So I thought, well, what the heck? I'll throw something up there and fuss with it a little bit. Kind of got it dialed in. Very broadbanded too. Good Lord, dude. The things I got about 1.6 to 1 or less across 500 kilohertz. The entire 80-meter band. It's phenomenal. Over.
Yeah, well, I know it's quite amazing, and I've often looked at trying out some bigger antennas. Actually, I've been looking at all sorts of things to go out. I go portable a lot because we've got a small RV we take off out, and I tend to go to remote places and set things up where it's all electrically quiet. And one of the things I've tried is a couple of times. I'm going to put up a lot bigger. I've got to get sorted out. I didn't get a chance to do it for this winter because there was too many things going on. But there's a way to lift. I've got one of these big lifting kites, and what I wanted to do was
I know where he's going.
A pair of verticals up for 80 meters, which you can do easy because I've actually done the test with it, and there's no problem pulling up the verticals. And actually, the easiest way is to run them as a half-wave. And you put 2 half-wave verticals up for 80 meters and then phase them together. Now that's going to produce something quite good because basically if you've got a vertical standing almost, well, not quite vertical, it'll be about 20 degrees off of true vertical, but going straight up for 130 feet and then phase the two together, I think they'll probably work quite well. But there's 1 or 2 people who've done some things with some kites, but I found some really good kites, both for lightweight work and for heavyweight. The lightweight one, I just picked up one of these little small ones. Absolutely amazing. Tiny little things, only 7 square feet of actual ripstop nylon, but the fact is, you can pull a lightweight wire straight up. In fact, I put it up in a light wind, and the hardest thing was getting the damn thing back down again. And it was up at 150 feet, and got amazing lifting power. And I've got one of the really bigger ones, which is about 6.5, 7 foot across, big parafoil.
Hey, Carl, how's it going?
That would lift quite easily, lift a substantial wire up in the air. I mean, in fact, I know someone who's actually lifted a Delta
MM6KHA
and taken the top of it up to about 150 feet.
Good to see you, man.
That's interesting. Very interesting. Start putting things up that high, suddenly it works. You just need the space to do it, is the problem. But we don't have any problem with wind round here. We've got plenty of that. The issue is trying to find somewhere where you can put it up in free space and not cause any problems to anyone. But what with the taking the RV out, I can take it out and park it up, and I've got everything with me, and run some real portable antennas. So there we go. K1GMM G4UDU.
G4UDU K1GMM. That's very cool, Phil. It reminds me of a while back. Oh, this was a year or 2 ago. I had a good chat with John K1GMM down in Cornwall, and he turned me on to some kite antennas. And shortly after that, I worked a guy down off the coast of Virginia. Well, he was on the coast, he was at the beach, and he had a kite antenna up, and I don't know how long the wire was that he had up there flying on a kite. I'll tell you, man, it works, especially over the water. He was using the Atlantic Ocean to his advantage as well, so you can figure that one out. Yeah, that'll be exponentially better probably than an inverted L. You know, most of us can't get a piece of wire that straight vertically, so that's pretty cool. I need to cut it short a little bit. I had a friend, unfortunately, put me on the cluster. And I don't know if there's anybody waiting, but I'll see if I can pick. And the band is very squirrely. You were down just off the noise floor a couple times. So the band is so unstable. I don't want to have everything just drop on us. I hate it when it does that. But thanks for the call. And hope to catch you again. I don't know, maybe in the WPX coming, or I didn't realize it's coming really quick now. So maybe catch you during that, but I'm sure I'll hear you again at some point. Phil, thanks for the call. All the best there. Have a great weekend coming up, and I'm sure I'll catch you again on the band. We can pick up where we left off. G4UDU K1GMM, over.
K1GMM, G4UDU. Yeah, fine there, Steve. Okay. And, yeah, we'll catch you further down. And, as I say, yeah, question. Do you ever go to the Dayton Ham Fest, over?
I do not. I've never been there. That's because I know a lot of people from your neck of the woods go over, don't they? I've never been there, and I've always wanted to go. It's enormous, I've heard. Absolutely ridiculous. So I guess it's probably on my bucket list. I'll go ahead and chuck that in there too. Go ahead.
Okay, right, well this year will be my 28th Dayton Ham Fest, so 28 times this year. Okay, that's the place to go. Get it on your list. You're a lot nearer than what I am. You can just drive over there in no time. Few hours drive, you'll be there. Okay, catch up with you soon. See you down the band. 7-3 there, Steve. Speak to you soon. G4UDU.
Sounds good, Phil. I'll tell you what, I'll have to leave the credit card home. I'll have to bring a certain amount of cash, and that's all I get to spend, because that would be a very dangerous place for me. 7-3, we'll catch you soon. Much appreciated the call there. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Vermont, looking for Europe. QRZ.
George, 0, Victor Echo.
I think it was George Golf 0 Victor Echo. I'll give you a report. I'm going to move things along here too, because I heard a couple stations calling on top of you there. G0, I think it is VVE. Please confirm. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Steve, Vermont. And I'll give you the report on the next go. Over.
Yes, okay, Steve. Yeah, very good.
Ooh, nice signal.
Well, I guess it's about lunchtime with you. Yeah. Call sign correct, Golf 0, Victor Echo. Name is Peter. Located not far from London. Get a QSB on your signal, you're about a 5758. And I'm just wondering if you're using this 20-meter phase delta loop. Go ahead.
I am, Peter. Good to hear you, man. Yes, I'm on the phase delta loops. While I have you here, I'm going to go ahead and flip it because I haven't checked this yet. So I'm going northeast currently. Northeast. Pay attention to the signal strength on the meter if you can. And I'm going to drop the key and I'm going to flip it quick and come back. Stand by. Here we go. Okay, Peter. G0 VVE, Kilo 1 Golf Mike. How copy? Go ahead.
That direction's about 2S points louder. Go ahead.
Okay, which direction? This direction or okay, this direction right now or that direction? Go ahead.
This direction, not that direction. But there's a bit of QSB, it's not that easy. But I guess there's about 2S points difference. Go ahead.
Okay, that makes sense. So this direction should be 2S points stronger. That's about what I've seen as far as front to back on receive. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's good. I must say I quite enjoy trying different arrows at the moment. But I've had the system down for about a month. I do some VHF contesting with some friends of mine, and we used my tower. It's on wheels, and I took it down to Dover for a contest. And I'm pleased to say we won both. We won on 70 centimeters, but we were tipped on 2 meters. But overall, which was combined 2 bands, we had the best score. So that's always a bit of fun. Go ahead.
Yeah. The logistics of portable deployment are very real, aren't they? But yeah, that's big in the UK. The VHF contesting, I have two friends. One that does a lot of it, G7RHF. He's up in, Clee Hill, St. Margaret area, just outside of Ludlow. Big club up there. They're usually the contest leaders, I believe. I don't know. But I think they win a lot of stuff. So they are really hardcore. But all right, Peter, there were a couple people waiting. I want to move things along here. Thank you very much for the call. 73. Boy, the QSB is horrific. Sometimes you drop right in, and it's just the way the band has been. It's hopping over me, I think, right at my QTH, the Eastern Seaboard. I think Midwest and even West Coast is probably stronger. So, you know, if you hear any of those guys in there, give them a shout. I'm sure you'll do good. 7-3, catch you later. Have a great weekend coming up. G0VVE, K1GMM. Tie it up, buddy.
Yes, okay, Steve. Have fun. I don't know that particular...
K1GMM, Mike, November, Germany.
...talking about, but I'll look them up. Okay, have fun. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. 2 Echo 0, Mike, November, Germany. Wow, that was a big signal. Kilo 1 Golf, Mike, Steve, Vermont. Give you the report on the next round. Go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon to you, Steve. We have a QSO in November 16.
Wow.
So where have you been? I hope you're well. Name's Neil. November Echo America Lima, over.
Hey Neil, how's it going? I'm on a different log, and you're peaking about a 5.7, but like I've told others, the band is so quiet that if I wasn't looking at the radio, I think you were probably about 10 over. So, oh gosh, dude, I've been around, but my activity is very scattered, kind of like my brain. But good to hear you on a different log, so you didn't pop up there. But now that you're in this log and I update to QRZ, everything should kind of, you know, they'll put the rings on and they'll get hitched and they'll live happily ever after. 2E0MNG, K1GMM, over.
Yeah, QSL, Steve, very good. Well, you're exactly the same, to be honest. You're very, very loud. Again, if I wasn't looking at the computer or the radio, I would certainly think you were at the very least an S9. But 57, and I was listening with interest when you were doing your number 1 and number 2 with your previous QSO. Certainly number 2 regarding position. So great, Steve, I won't keep you. I'll put you on the cluster and wish you many more contacts. Just came in to say hi, as it's been a while. K1GMM, 2E0MNG, over.
Hey, always make time. I'll always stop the train right in the middle of the tracks. So anytime, jump in and say hello. Yeah, nice, great audio too, boy. Really, I had to turn the speakers, the headphones down a little bit because your audio just punched right through there. So you got that thing set up. You know, I wouldn't touch it if I were you. Catch you later, man. Good to hear you, and have fun. That's what it's all about, right? 2E0MNG, K1GMM. All the best.
Yeah, many thanks, Steve. It's not the Hale Pro 7, by the way, and the 6-bam hex beam on the tower with a TS990. It's my big mouth. I was going to say gob, but that's an English saying. It's my big mouth as opposed to punching audio. But thanks anyway, Steve. Take care. 7-3, sir.
7-3, Neil. Good to hear you. K1GMM, Kilo 1 Golf, Mike, listening for Europe. CQDX, CQ Delta X-Ray, listening for Europe. Kilo 1 Golf, Mike, Kilo 1 Golf, Mike, calling him by. Hey, there he is. But I can't connect the call to the name. I'm sorry, dude. 2 Whiskey. Oh my gosh. I didn't even get the call right in the log. 2 Whiskey 0 Sierra Victor Lima. Good heavens. Give you a report on the next go. You're right down there just off the noise floor. Probably about a 3-1 there. Go ahead. Ooh. Just fell right out of the box. Okay, okay, yeah, you're in and out of the mud, literally right in there. I got pieces of that, but good to hear you, man. Thanks for making the call, 7-3, and we'll catch you later. Thanks for being around, much appreciated. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike, listening for Europe.
Mike 0 Romeo Mike Yankee.
Mike 0 Romeo Mike Yankee, good afternoon. How's it going, big dog? Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Give your report on the next go, over.
Roger, Steve. Hello, you're 5 and 7 in Nottingham. Nice to talk to you again. And just noticed you were live streaming, so hi. And I sent you an email, Steve, over.
Tom, this is Tom, correct? I have a hard time, unless I talk to you on the air over and over again. Is this Tom? I got one email for the Show Us Your Shack live stream event, and it was from Thomas, so I think this is Tom. And much appreciated. Yes, I did. If this is you, I responded with another email. Over.
Roger, Steve. Apologies. Yes, it's Tom. N0RMY. And yeah, thanks very much. I sent you a couple of pictures for your shack thing. So it's nice to contact you this afternoon, my friend.
This is cool. Hey, this is great. Yeah, you're good signal. Coming, really good signal. That thing is, now you're on the Hex, correct? I think you're on the Hex. And where are you? I'm curious as to where you're at exactly. Are you in the UK, or were you the one in Colorado? I'm having a fit here because I'm losing it, dude. But yeah, if you could, I sent you another email. If you could send me a couple more shots of the equipment on and close-ups of the equipment, because the guys, anybody who sees it, all they're going to see are black boxes sitting on the desk. So if you could send, like, just grab some shots of close-up with the rigs on, so people know what they're looking at, that would be great. Go ahead.
And 0RMY, yes, Steve, no problem. Yeah, I'm in Nottingham, Steve. Central England.
Okay, he is.
Nottingham, where Robin Hood comes from. And yeah, using the X-beam, about 90 watts, just 90 watts over.
That's, yeah. That explains why your signal was quite a bit better, because you did fall into the noise with the QSB, but I never lost you. So the extra gain you got going there, boy, it does make a difference, doesn't it? I always say, if you can get a little bit of backbone to the signal, it really, really helps in the QSB, you know. It's just a bonus, you know. And for now, did you buy that hex beam or did you build it, Tom? Go ahead.
I built my first X-beam completely my own about 8 years ago, using just a website, and then this one is brand new to me. It's second hand, but I've only had it for about 2 weeks, and it's a G3TXQ
Yep.
hex beam that I've just bought because my homemade one was getting a bit damaged from the UV light over.
That's the problem. Yep, that's the problem. I used Shakespeare Wonder Poles, they're called. They're 20-foot Wonder Poles for the spreaders, and I took out, what did I do? I took out the top two sections. And boy, even after only, I would say, a year up there, year and a half maybe, they were, you could see the fading in the fiberglass on the spreaders. I didn't paint it, and I should have painted it, because you really should, you know, treat them with something to prevent that UV from just, because it'll just trash them. Over.
Roger, Steve, exactly. I had the same problem with the fishing poles. They became very brittle.
Yep.
And so I thought it's been up for, 8 years, so it's done well.
Wow.
The center pole is fine.
That's a good run. 8 years?
So I'll be selling that, but the spreaders, I think someone would need to get new ones. This new one actually is fiberglass, much thicker fiberglass as the commercial one, so hopefully it'll do a bit better. But it's a fantastic antenna, as you know, for the size and footprint for a small garden like mine. The neighbours don't mind too much. You just tell them that you need to hang the washing very high, over.
Yeah, exactly, right? Leave it at 10 feet and then stick it up another 10 or, 5 or 10 feet when you want to use it. But yeah, it looks like a clothesline. Exactly. It's beautiful, man. All right, dude, I'm going to let you go, see if I can pick up a few more calls. Then I am going to get out of here pretty quick. I want to flip over to stateside, see if anybody stateside wants, that's on the stream, wants to see if they can work me. So, geez, it looks like Brennan hears me off the back. So maybe I can get Brennan too on the stream. So Tom, good to hear you, man. Pleasure, and we'll catch up with you later. And I can't tell you how much you're the only person that sent me pictures, and by gosh, if you're the only one after a period of 5 days to a week that sends me pictures, I'm still going to do it with just your pictures. So there you go. Much appreciated, man. Thanks for giving back to the hobby too, because that's kind of the way I look at this. Go ahead and tie it off. M0RMY. We'll catch you later. K1GMM.
M0RMY. Thank you, Steve. K1GMM.
Hey, Ben.
Always a pleasure, and I'll look out for you again. I'll send you some more pictures, my friend, and thank you for all your hard work for the hobby too. 7-3s, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care, my friend. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Thanks again. And you have one heck of a radio voice, man. You're the one that should be doing these streams. You have a great radio voice. Good Lord, dude. Stick a big microphone in front of you and, oh yeah, good stuff. Catch you later. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike, listening for Europe. QRZ.
Yeah, the Papa Delta, number 2, Bravo, America from the lowland, trying Stephen, over.
Okay, I'm going to move it along. There were a few stations in there. Papa Delta 2. Was it a Papa Alpha from the Netherlands? Is this Ben? Bravo Alpha, right? Bravo Alpha. Nice signal, dude. Give you a report on the next go. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Steve, Vermont.
Yeah, very good, Stephen. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, the PD2 BA returning. Yeah, you probably see my chat there. I give there a chat that I was listening to you for a while. Okay, nice signal here, Stephen. The name is Ben, that's correct. BEN, wow. Bravo Echo, November. 50 miles south of capital Amsterdam. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, the PD2BA.
Yeah, PD2BA, K1GMM, fantastic, Ben. Believe it or not, you're peaking just trying to bump the S9 mark, so I'll just give you a 5.9. And the band, you know, you've been listening for a while, so the band's squirrely, but really good signal. Tell me what you're running quick, and then I'm going to pick up a couple more calls there. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good, Stephen. Running here in 4-element monobender antenna by OptiBeam.
Well, that explains it.
LB420 OWA over your direction in North America, and with my old ICOM 7600. The crank of tower is up, so we are about 25 meters high above ground over your direction, so probably that's helping a little bit.
I'm going to be working at Paul, hot and heavy.
It's a 4-element monobender on a short boom, just 7.5 meters long, but yeah, we have a totally free takeoff to your direction. Okay, Kilo 1, Golf Mike, the PD2BA.
Okay, Ben, thanks very much for the info. It's stuff I'm interested in because I'm testing this monstrosity here, this abomination, I call it. It's one of my many. We'll catch you later, Ben. Thank you. 7-3, have a good afternoon, and much appreciate the call there. PD2BA, K1GMM.
Yeah, very good, Steve. By the way, now you're picking up to 10 to 15 over. So
wow.
Nice in your report at this moment. Okay, probably some more patients who want to give it a try. I was looking to your live stream there. That's really nice. Okay, Steve, take care there and have fun. Kilo 1, Golf Mike, the PD2BA 73.
7-3. We'll catch you later. Thank you. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. There was a couple stations in there. Go ahead.
Papa Hotel SUM Golf 0 Sugar Uncle Mike. Papa Hotel 1 Victor.
Okay, Papa Hotel 1, stand by. I got a G0 Golf 0 Sierra Uniform Mike. Give you a report quick here on the next go, and I'm going to keep it short, unfortunately. And the name is Steve, over here, state of Vermont. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem, Steve. We've got you 5 and 9, solid signal, nice audio. Just interested to know what the abomination is that you've made. And I'll leave it at that, and know I can catch you anytime. Over.
Yeah, it's one of these crazy creations, and it's nothing. It's not complicated. It's actually incredibly simple, but good God, this thing seems to work gangbusters. I seem to be like... I was testing it the other day, and these guys on these like 4-element, whatever they are, monobanders and stuff, they're, you know, I'm like sometimes as much as 10 to 15 hotter to them. Now, it could be their receive capability, but I know the receive on this isn't that bad. It's not that bad. It's a 2-element phased delta loop array, and it's phased for maximum gain. It's a close, what I would call a close spaced, which doesn't make much sense, does it? But it has to do with the phasing harness, and I think that's the only thing I can figure out. 2 70-foot loops, equilateral triangles, fed apex down, spaced 10 feet apart, flying at 50 feet, running 71-degree phase lines. Feed lines are just shy of 11 feet, and the 84-degree line is just shy of 10 feet long. It's 9 feet something inches. So that's basically it, man. And I switch it back and forth using a double pole, double throw relay, an 80 amp relay, which is fed power right from the power supply in the shack. Go ahead.
Okay, I might have to do a bit of reading up on that on your QRZ page, or just in general. I've got the old, I've got serious antenna books, real head doers from the old G6 guy over here in the UK. You probably know who I mean. I can't think of it now.
Joe, I don't know. The jury's out on that, dude.
As I say, he's doing a cracking job, an absolute cracking job. Just a 52-year-old Mosley Junior here, and an 890, SC890 barefoot, and the name's Andy. So we'll pick it up another day, and I'll have a look at that antenna. 7-3, and you're doing a great job. Over.
Okay, Andy. All right, dude. Thanks for making the call. Thanks for jumping in, and thanks for a nice cue. And no, it sounds beautiful what you got going there. Audio's beautiful, and yes, you will find most anything, all that information on my QRZ page. I mess around a lot with this stuff. So 7-3, we'll catch you later. Have a good one. There was I think if you're still standing by, thank you for your patience. There was I got a problem with my log. Stand by just for a second. There was a Papa Delta, I think. Are you still in there? Go ahead. Okay, there was a station ending in Victor just off the noise floor. Try it again, please. Over.
Papa Hotel 1 Victor. Papa Henry 1 Victoria.
Gotcha, Papa. Nice call, by the way. Papa Hotel 1 Victor. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Steve, Vermont. And you're about a 3-1 in sharp QSB there. Go ahead.
Yeah, copy that. QSB Baker is also kicking in on this side. You dropped the last few minutes from an S7 to an 5 and 4, 5 and 5 at the moment, over.
Okay, yeah, the band is really squirrely. What's your name? Give me your name, over.
Okay, Stephen, the name on this side, Hans. Hotel Alpha November Sierra. Hotel Alpha November Sierra. Hans, over.
Hans. Very good. Got it, my friend. All right, thank you. I'm not going to hold it because the QSB is so sharp, but thanks for the call, 7-3, and I'm sure I'll catch you again on the band. I'm usually creeping around on one of the bands here, usually 20 during the day, but thank you very much. Papa Hotel 1 Victor, I'll let you tie it up. K1GMM, over.
K1GMM, Papa Hotel 1 Victor. Okay, Steven, no problems. Half a Q, heavy Q is beter on this side. So till next time, and 7-3 for now.
7-3, thank you. This Kilo 1 Golf Mike, listening for Europe, QRZ. QRZ Europe, Kilo 1 Golf Mike. CQDX, CQ Delta X-Ray, Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike, bye for a call. I think the band, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to flip stateside. You guys hanging around? Okay, I'm going to go stateside here. So anybody who wants to jump in and try and get me, I don't know if Chuck's still around. Brennan, if you want to give me a call, go for it. Transmitting on 2265. Oh no, I need to be in the... Let me move to the general class portion. I'm going to move... Hold on, I'll move up the band. Let me go up the band here. Get out in the clear if I can. You guys out in the west... You guys out in the west, check... Yeah, I'm stateside. I'm just listening. Can you guys check 260? 14260? Oh, Brennan, you're an extra, so it doesn't matter. Chuck, are you... I don't know, is Chuck an extra? I thought I could hear someone in the background. Well, 226, it's upper side, so they should be okay. So let me I'm going to go back to 22... What was I on? 2265? Is that what I was on? Okay, beaming stateside. Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Looking for stateside. Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Calling CQ. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, state of Vermont, beaming stateside and listening for a call. Okay, I hear a station way off in the background. Try it again. Give it to me a few more times. I'll see if I can pull you out of there. Go ahead. Oh. Gotcha. Kilo 6 Bravo Foxtrot Lima. Don't know if is that your call, Chuck? I'm not sure who I'm talking to, but Kilo 6 Bravo Foxtrot Lima got you right at the noise floor. I'll give you a 3-1, but yes, you got the name correct, Steve, over here in Vermont. Thanks for the call. Kilo 6 Bravo Foxtrot Lima, Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Go ahead. Okay, I think I copy. The QSB took you out completely in the middle of that, but I think I got a 3-2. 3-2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. A 3-2. Confirm, over. Got it. I think I heard QSL in there. Okay, got it. I think I heard a QSL in there. Got it. 100%. 7-3, thanks for the call. Boy. And I noticed all the signals dropped to Europe just before I made the switch, so I don't know if the band is really making a shift here or what's happening. But thank you, 7-3. Have a great weekend coming up, and thanks for giving it a shot. We did it, and I couldn't get your name, and I'll go ahead and pull you up on QRZ and update the log here. 7-3, and I will update to QRZ. Clear with K6 BFL. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike, beaming stateside, listening here. QRZ. Oh, you're 3-2. Brennan, give me a shout. Or was that you, Brennan? See, I don't know who I was talking to because I couldn't get the name. Was it someone on the stream that was, that just got me? CQ20, CQ 20 meters. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike, calling him by. Oh, it was you, Brennan. Awesome. Fantastic. You gotta love it. CQ 20 meters. Listening stateside. Kilo 1 Golf Mike, Kilo 1 Golf Mike, calling him by. No, I'm stateside, Chuck. Give me a shout. On 2265. You should be good. Even I don't know if you're general or extra. But that's well away from 225, so upper side you should be good. QRZ stateside, listening stateside. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike, state of Vermont, calling CQ on 20, Kilo 1 Golf Mike, calling him by. Now, Brennan, I have, right when I put this array up, I worked Colorado, geez, it was effortless barefoot. I mean, I'm throwing 500 watts at you right now. It's just, it's not set up right now, because if it was, we could probably do it barefoot. I've done it. Oh. Okay, I think I heard a Kilo 6. But right down in the mud. Give it to me a few more times. I think I know who it is, but I got to get it. I got to hear it to get it in the log. If it's a Kilo 6, Kilo 6, hit me several times with your call and then confirm that you confirm on your end. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike listening. Again, hit me again. It's just, it's in and out. It's right at the noise floor, but hit me again with it. If I can hear it, I'll get it in here. Go ahead. Got it. Got it. Kilo 6, Uniform Sierra Yankee. If you can hear me, right at the noise floor. But the QSB, it shifted just enough right at the right time, and I got you. So go ahead and give you a 3-1. I don't know what, I don't care about my signal report, but you made it into Vermont here down in the dungeon. So 7-3 Chuck, if you can hear me, have a great day, and thanks for trying. Maybe if the band, I think if the band was in better shape, we may actually make this really work. So it's just the band, I think. KK6 USY, this is Kilo 1 Golf Mike. Clear with Chuck in California. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike, listening stateside. CQ stateside. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, Vermont. Listening stateside, calling him by. Okay, going back to Europe.
QRZ.
Station calling, this is Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Name is Steve, Vermont. Listening stateside, over.
Okay, I got the Golf Michael in Vermont. My call is November 4, Whiskey,
he's
Quebec,
Florida.
Bravo. I'm in Florida, over.
Hey, I finally run into the notorious November 4 Whiskey, Quebec, Bravo. Good afternoon. Name is Steve, Sierra Tango Echo, Victor Echo, up here in Vermont. And the call is Kilo 1, Germany, Mexico. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. I hear you all the time. I listen to you on the bands on 20 meters here. So good to finally meet you. Over.
Kilo 1 Golf Michael from November 4 Whiskey Quebec Bravo. My name is Eric, Echo Romeo India Charlie, QTH, Merritt Island of Florida. I'm on the Atlantic coast near Cape Canaveral near Cocoa Beach. Over.
Okay, gotcha. I was Merritt Island. Is it spelled exactly like it sounds? I take it. Go ahead.
It's spelled Michael Echo Romeo India Tango double R double T double Romeo double Tango Michael Echo Romeo India Tango. Your signal 5 by 4, over.
QSL, Arid, thank you very much. Merritt Island, Florida, got it in my log, and you were about a 3-1, and it's just the band because you are usually pounding in here. So let me just update the log here. So I'm testing a new antenna. And I haven't made many contacts stateside, but it's kind of in the null. You're not really in the null. It's kind of beaming southwest, and it's a phased delta loop array, 20-meter delta loop array. Full wave loops, equilateral triangles, and haven't been working much stateside, but have been listening a lot to Florida and stuff like that. So in the band, the QSB is horrific. The band is just not very good, at least at my QTH. Go ahead.
Okay, Kilo 1 Golf
yes, Chuck.
Michael from November 4 Whiskey Quebec Bravo. Thanks, and 73s.
Thank you, Arid. Nice to meet you. Have a good, maybe we can touch base again under better conditions. I think it's a little late. Usually I hear you guys in here really strong, maybe a couple hours earlier at my QTH. So 7-3, thanks for the call. We'll clear with Arid there in Florida. This is November. This is Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, listening stateside, QRZ. I'll go out and take a picture of it, Joe, just for giggles. Listening stateside, this is Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike, Vermont, calling him by. No, you're not going to hear me, Chuck, not with this mountain behind the house. I've never, ever gotten further than Colorado on 20 here, ever. I think if the band, if we were in a better part of the cycle, I think it would be a walk in the park. But the angle of radiation, if you think about the angle of radiation, I have to go literally So if you think about this, right? This will give you a picture of my freaking QTH. So if I'm sitting here, right? And that way is west, my angle of radiation needs to be this to clear the mountain. That's not very conducive to DX. Most likely, any stations I work or hear, I'm actually probably getting a reflection off the mountain range across the street, because it ain't coming in from the west. I seriously doubt it. It is a mess. I hate this place. Alright. We'll go back towards Europe, see what's going on, see if there's anybody else.
Enjoy the rest of the day. Kilo Charlie 9, Radio Fox in Texas, southern part of Texas. From Ocean, Norway 7, Hotel Japan, America. 73s, good morning. Bye-bye.
I think that's a new... That's new, I think. I don't think I've worked him before. Just slide up here. It's a flippin' madhouse. I just put the amp in standby. I'm going to throw like 40 watts, it's 30, 40 watts at this guy, see if he hears me.
Thanks, Bob. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Well, I guess he was just working somebody. Bummer.
Yeah.
Tango, India, 8, India, India.
Who is mobile, please?
Tango, India, 8, India, India.
Kilo 2, United Mobile. Kilo 2, United Mobile only, please.
Con 4 Jazzy. 4 Jazzy antenna.
Name is Nicholas.
Yes, sir. Okay, you plane master. Just copy something mobile this way.
Oh.
Just asked to call you.
Theo calling from... Ooh. Boy, that's tight on 20.
Alpha 5 Whiskey, calling QZ.
Kilo 0, Hotel Delta, 19 Solman, 59, QSR.
See if he hears me on 40 watts.
Okay,
Just for giggles.
9 Alpha 5 Whiskey, calling QRZ.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
Who is Kilo Mike 4?
He's never going to hear me on this, because he's only about an S3.
Okay, Roger, KM4, Oscar Hotel Sierra, good hello man, you are 5-9, my name is Nicola, November Italy Kilowatt, Oscar Lima Alpha, did you copy?
He's about a 4...
Kilo Mexico 4, Oscar Hotel Sierra, go ahead.
Probably a 4.3 average.
Okay, Georgia, good luck, 9 Alpha 5 Whiskey calling.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
Who is something uniform? Something uniform? Okay, copy number 5, Echo United Canada. Please your call. Roger, Whiskey Baker 5, Echo Uniform Charlie. Good day, on man. You are 5-9. My name is Nicola. November Italy Kilowatt. Oscar Lima Alpha. How do you copy?
Croatia.
Okay, Georgia, thanks George for calling me. I'm wishing all the best. This is 9 Alpha 5 Whiskey calling QRZ.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Something Zulu?
I think I worked him on 80 meters. Croatia. That's the station I worked on 80 the other night. Yeah, I'll get him on 20. Hell with it.
I copy Zulu Zulu uniform. Zulu Zulu uniform. Did you call? Okay, KC9 Zulu Zulu uniform. Good day, man. You are 5 and 7. Station Indy X-ray, please. Okay, Whiskey Bravo Zulu X-ray, you are 5 and 7. Name is Nicola, Chris?
Okay, Nicholas, my name is Frank. My call sign, Whiskey.
That's the way. I swear conditions have been better to West Coast. I've listened to stations.
Yeah, copy your call sign.
I've been listening to West Coast. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Who is India Victor Juliet? India Victor Juliet?
Listening to stations the past week or so, working right over the top of me. It's mad.
Copy very nicely. Kilo Alpha America 8, India Victor Juliet. You're
Conditions.
also 5'9".
This band is. For anybody new that's listening, this band is really bad. It sounds good, but it is horrific. He's an S3 to 5 to me. Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike. Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
India, please.
He's taking calls at the end. He's taking the end. He's grabbing calls at the end of the pileups.
Roger, Tango India, 8 India. Nice to hear you. Also 5'9". Thanks for calling me. Okay, man. Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, 9 Alpha 5 Whiskey calling QRZ.
Kilo 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Who is Mike?
Kilowatt 1 Golf Mike Mike.
Okay, copy Kilowatt 1 something Mike, please your call.
Germany Mike Mike. Gulf Mike. Germany, Mexico, over.
Okay, Kilowatt 1, Germany, Mexico. Good day, man. You are 5'9". Lot of chances is calling me. That's why I had some difficulties. 5'9", name is Nicola. November, Italy, Kilowatt. Oscar, Lima Alpha. Did you copy?
QSL 100% Nicola. Name is Steve. Sierra Tango Echo Victor Echo. State of Vermont. Thanks for the new band. I think we may have worked on 80 meters the other night or something. Maybe it was 40. I don't know. Thanks for picking me up. You are a 5 and 5. 5 and 5. With the band is not stable at my QTH, but you're making it in here, no problem. 7-3. Have a great weekend coming up, and thanks for picking me up. And the NA5 Whiskey Kilo 1 Golf Mike over.
Okay, K1, Germany, Mexico, Steve. Thanks for calling me. I'm wishing only those best. 9 Alpha 5 Whiskey calling QRZ.
Whiskey 5, Whiskey Sugar.
Kilo Echo Zero, Sugar Radio London. You beautiful females.
If anybody questions whether that mountain behind the house makes a difference, there you go. There you go.
Okay, Jeff, thanks for calling me. My
Look
name
at this.
is Nicola.
Look at this pan adapter right now. Look at that thing. I'm pointing at Europe. If you think the band is good, think again. That is horrible for 20 meters. Absolutely horrible. That thing should be absolutely crushed with signals. Like right to the top. Absolutely insane. You'd think it would be, God. So I'll tell you what, man, gain is your friend. You know, if you don't have the room,
33, 9 Alpha 5W.
Get up high somewhere and build a killer portable station. Build yourself a portable beam, some type of a directional antenna. Generate a little bit extra gain. Get up high and work. You'll do great. If you're down in a hole or if space is limited, if space is limited, that's rough. The band is just so bad. That I'm serious. That's horrific looking. That's terrible. I think I had what? Maybe one station out of Europe that was 592 maybe, that were actually bumping a 9, but then the average was like what? I mean, some of the guys I was working, they were like anywhere from a 1 to 5 at best. Gives me a stiff neck and a pounding headache. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here.
Very nice signal. So, man, you are 5-9, but let the stations calling me, okay?
Tom.
Okay, good luck to you. 9 Alpha 5 Whiskey calling QRZ.
Yeah. And another thing, if he picks somebody up, don't continue to call over the top of an ongoing queue. I hate that when people do that. It is so incredibly rude.
9 Alpha 5 Whiskey.
We've all heard it, and it's like, why are you doing that?
Okay,
I've actually heard, I'm going to leave you guys with this, and I love this. I think this is hilarious. I've heard really first-class operators come out and say, stop everything and say, listen, stop calling. I'm working such and such station. Do not call over the top. If you continue to do so, I won't answer you. I love that. I absolutely love that. And I think if every operator did that, well, no, because people are stupid, aren't they? So they'll just keep doing it regardless. Catch you guys later. I gotta go, man. Get out of here. And have fun.
Okay,
send me some pictures. And at least a description. Get Zello on your phones. And get going. Let's make this happen. Stop jerking around. We'll catch y'all later.
Kilo sugar.
Yeah, thanks guys for trying to work me. That bunch of guys worked me on the stream.
5 minutes standby. 5 minutes
really
standby.
Nice.
Okay.
Good to hear you put a voice to the text. How's that? I was going to say face, but voice to the text. I'm thinking about actually doing that, Ed. I've had that happen a couple times. Usually I don't. At some point here, I'm going to get in here and it's going to be a 5973. I'm serious. That's what I'm going to do. It's going to piss a lot of people off, but over the past 3 years, I've done it probably 3 times. And I'll just fill a logbook in about an hour. Just 5973, thank you. 5973, thank you. 5973, thank you. And I'll tell you what, if that ever happened to me, I'm seriously thinking about saying that. Listen, do not call over the top of a queue. If you call over the top of the queue, I'm going to ignore you. And I will not answer your call. So, I think if more of us did that, I think it would straighten everything out. I don't care if it's a mess, Zach. It doesn't matter. Don't even take a picture of the shack. Take a picture of the equipment and what you got outside. I know, Martin. It's great, isn't it? I love it. You know who does that? Is Amir, 4X6TT. All of Europe piles onto this poor guy. He's in Israel, you know. Big station. I worked him, I don't know, several times. And he's a great operator because what he does is he said, I've heard him stop and he says, listen, I can work Europe any day of the week on a wet spaghetti noodle. I said I'm looking for North America. So I'm listening for North America. Europe, please stand by. And man, I'll tell you, I love him. He gets torqued. He shuts Europe right off. Not that there's anything wrong with Europe, but if you're looking for a particular QTH to work, shut up. Don't get in there if you're not in that QTH. And I love it. I think it's the funniest thing. Oh. All right, Brennan. I hate QSL cards, but yep, if you want a QSL card, follow the instructions on QRZ. I do not make exceptions because I hate them, but I will do them. So there you go. 7-3 guys, we'll catch you later. I'll let you guys kind of sign off on the chat, and then I'm going to yank the plug. Out of here. Brennan, you can send it. You can send it. All you got to do is include an SASE in the envelope. That's all I require. An SASE, and you'll get a card back. 100% guaranteed. That's all you got to do. DX Code of Conduct. There you go, man. Catch you guys later.